Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about week 45th of the year 2022. Very few weeks left to complete this year, and very quickly this year has passed off as well. And I hope this was a pleasant as well as a little disturbing year for everyone. I know the eclipses are around the corner. One has just passed, and the another one is on the 8th of November. So people are feeling a little bit of uneasiness, but do remember that all the darkness fades away once we see the sunlight, right? And there's always a sunlight, there's always a daylight which appears after the very dark night, okay? So to start with, I would like to tell you that this is a sidereal zodiac on which based on this only, I do the predictive. If you're watching me for the first time, this is week 45th. I do the weeklies, monthlies, yearlies, transits from time to time. And I do the consultations also, personalized consultations, one-on-one. If you are looking at booking a reading with me, it is going to be a live session, no recorded version, like written version. Recording, of course, you will get of the video that or the recording that we'll be doing, but it is going to be only a live session. And we are going to be sending you the recording within 24 to 48 hours after the session gets over. You can drop an email at vlastrology@gmail.com if you want to book a reading. The consultation will take place only in January. Till that time, the slots are taken. And if you're looking at the videos, you must also understand that these are all general predictions. If you are looking for your horoscope, you have to see where the ascendant is, where your moon sign is, that is the Lagna Rashi and the moon Rashi. I also incorporate the Dasha sign. Suppose you are running through the Dasha of Venus and Venus is in Libra sign. So please make Libra your ascendant also, as in Libra, your first house, and then start seeing from Libra as well, because you will feel the results from Libra as well. Whenever there are dashas changing, we do feel that things are changing, right? So it means that particular planet is getting active. You should see as per your time zone and change it, plus minus the day, wherever you are. If it is, these are all based on India Delhi time predictions. So if you are towards the west of India, so please, go back in the, suppose today is, when I'm making the video, suppose it's 1st. So you have to go to 31st to get the readings. And if you are ahead of time, that is towards the eastern zone of from India, then definitely you have to add up those many hours to it, and then you will get the readings. So we are behind the west and ahead of east, west and behind the eastern zone. So that's how you have to calculate yourself. Also, these are very general ones, as I said, and if you feel that predictions are not matching, so remember, no event takes place on the day of the transit. Any event. People came up to me after the eclipses, the solar eclipse got over or was about to take place, mixed results. We did not feel anything on the day when the eclipse was taking place. And also remember, eclipses come and go. These are very natural and general and repetitive phenomena. So we should not just be dreading the eclipses or anything like those. The major events take place, in and around in your personal chart when Saturn changes sign. Saturn is a big planet. It's a huge planet. Stays in a particular zone for 2.5 years. Also, Jupiter. Jupiter is also very important. 12 years Jupiter takes to complete the whole zodiac's, encircling the whole zodiac. So 2.5 years Saturn stays in a zone. That means approximately 29 to 30 years it takes to complete the whole round of the zodiac. And Jupiter, 1 year. Rahu Ketu, 1.5 years, that is 18 months. So these outer planets and the Chaya Grahas, that is the shadowy planets, Rahu and Ketu, are very important to check. And when I'm doing the weeklies, you must see that this is based on the moon's movement, moon's interaction with the other planets. So this is the 45th week from the October 31st till the 6th of November. And moon will be transiting through 3 zodiac signs, that is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. 31st to 2nd in the Capricorn sign, 3rd to the 4th in Aquarius sign, November, and 5th, 6th in Pisces. So here, moon will be interacting with Saturn, Jupiter also. So that's how we come to the conclusion as to how the week is going to unfold. And we do have the nakshatra transits. So when we talk about the nakshatras, we have to plan our week accordingly as well. I will be sharing with you that as well. So let's start with the readings about the week first in general, and then we go on to the predictive, that is the ascendant, moon, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. All right. Can't see well, and these are all live sessions. Please bear with me if at all there are certain glitches in the readings or in the video. In the live stream, it becomes little problematic. Now, coming to the week 45th of the year 2022. So we have moon's ingress in the signs of Aquarius, and after Capricorn to start with, then Aquarius, and then lastly in the Pisces sign. So with Saturn in the Capricorn sign, and Ketu looks at this zone when it is in Aquarius. Some people say that Ketu doesn't see anywhere because he's headless, but he is definitely attached to Rahu. Rahu and Ketu are one. Remember, they are one. So if Rahu has, his aspects, so why not Ketu? So that is why when Rahu is looking, it has to be that Ketu also sees a particular zone. So Ketu is looking at Mars also, and Ketu is looking at Moon. And then lastly, Moon will be with Jupiter and is going to be in Pisces sign. All right. So this is how, and will be aspected by Saturn as well, which is since a long time this is happening. Also, there are nakshatras ingress also, which is going to happen during this week. And when we talk about nakshatras, we have to see certain activities that we can take into account. So on the 31st, it's the Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, which is a fixed nakshatra. So anything to do with stability or long-term events, like laying the foundation of buildings, construction of home, factory. So that is what is the Sthira Nakshatras for. So on the 31st, you can plan anything. In general, I'm saying, if you want to, you can plan for your fixed construction of home, factory, etc. On the 1st, that is the Shravana Nakshatra, which is a Chara Nakshatra or the movable Nakshatra. So on this day, we can just, buy automobiles, vehicles, we can go in for travels if you want to. All these activities you can do on this 1st, because it is a movable Nakshatra. And Dhanishta is also a movable Nakshatra. That is on the 2nd. So 2 movable nakshatras back to back. So Shravana, Dhanishta, as well as Shatabisha, they are all movable nakshatras. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, you can plan your journeys, buying vehicles. Maybe, if you want to start anything auspicious, you will be able to do that also. It said that, anything which requires movement, if you start, so travels, maybe, gardening, all these are also supposed to be done on these nakshatra transit days. 4th, this will be in the moon will be in Purva Bhadra Nakshatra. So Purva Bhadrapada is a fierce nakshatra. Purva Bhadrapada is, all the Purvas are fierce. So anything destructive, court case or any litigation, imprisonment, or maybe, buying your cooking accessories, you can buy on this day. That is on the 4th, or you can start some cooking related work also on the 4th. 5th is Uttara Bhadrapada. Uttara Bhadrapada is a fixed nakshatra again. So construction of home, laying foundations, anything to do with starting a new job, you can do that also on the 5th. 6th is now 6th is little a tough nakshatra because it is Revati nakshatra. Sorry, it is not a Tikshana nakshatra. Sorry, Revati is a tender nakshatra. So when we talk of tender nakshatra, it is a Mridu nakshatra. It means you can go in for any kind of romantic association, or you want to start any new business, anything which needs to if you need enjoyment, enjoyment is involved, then you can do it on the 6th of November. Also proposing somebody, or maybe, dancing, fashionable clothes if you want to wear something new jewelry, writing poetry, romantic, as in, if you want to, then you should be doing it on the 6th of November. So these are the activities you should keep in account in your mind before starting anything new, anything, if you want to stop anything or initiate anything, or you want to culminate anything, you should be actually keeping into account these factors. Now, coming to the predictive for Aries natives first. Let's start with Aries. All right. So for Aries, this week, Moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses, and is going to be with Saturn, will be aspected by Ketu, as I said, is going to be aspected by Ketu on the 3rd and the 4th, and will be conjunct Jupiter on the 5th, 6th, and will be aspected by Saturn also. During this, I must tell you, before I start this whole thing, I have to tell you one more thing. Let me just share with you once again. I'll start the Aries again. I'll restart it because I forgot to tell you that there is a very important event which is happening. I'm going to start for Aries again. See, there are couple of things which are happening this week. Number one is Venus and Mercury are going to be in very close degrees to Ketu. And Sun is also going to be in the closest degrees. Now, as you can see, during this week, Mercury will reach 18 degrees odd, closest to Ketu, and will be closest to Sun also. So will Venus. Venus will also be very close, in very close degrees to Ketu. Now, when Ketu is involved, you must understand that during this week, especially from the 2nd onwards, you will feel that your communication is not that careful. You're just speaking something which is not understandable by people. There is misunderstanding happening, or it's just that you are not bothered about others. You become very casual about your relationship with people, because Venus is also coming in the Rahu Ketu axis, engripped by Rahu Ketu. So when Rahu Ketu eclipse Sun and Moon, then Venus definitely is a planet which is not that powerful as compared to Sun. But at the same time, Venus in the close vicinity to Rahu is better as compared to Venus in closest degrees to Ketu. Ketu detaches you. So you will have, on the global level, people will have agitation, because Ketu is looking at Mars also. In communication, people will have agitation. There can be mass problems in the masses. Saturn is also looking at Ketu. Sun, at the 24 degrees, Saturn is also looking here. So Saturn is aspecting Libra sign, So this will create some kind of agitation in people. Whenever Mercury and Venus actually get combust, that's not, Mercury doesn't get the dosha, but when they are closest to the Ketu degrees, that means suddenly education industry will suffer. Glam industry, film industry, poets, writers, these people are suddenly going to be feeling a very detaching energy. Detaching energy means they will be writing something and then it will be a back and forth. Or maybe in the People will become a little less romantic and more spiritually inclined. That is also there. And there will be more divorce cases or separations that we'll be hearing. Okay. So one has to be very, very careful during this time, because especially this week, okay, because as it is, we are heading to a lunar eclipse also. We should not forget that. Saturn has also gotten direct, which is not a bad thing, of course. But when Saturn is moving towards this sign of Aquarius, remember, Ketu is also going to be aspecting this Saturn here. So one has to be careful about what they do, what is their karma. They have to be very, very understanding on that. Don't take things very casually. Okay. Now let's start with the predictive, and I will be doing the sign wise prediction. So let's start with Aries first. So for Aries natives, Moon will be transiting through your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So the first thing is that you will be, during the start of the week, you will be feeling a lot of energies towards the work, a lot of hard work, a lot of workload is there. You have to put a lot of energy towards your work, and you want to complete the tasks which are assigned to you. You might be traveling, you might be having quite emotional attachment to your work. People are not understanding you, you feel quite restless. There's a lot of work to finish, so please be more careful about what tasks that you have been assigned. You're putting them together. Also getting connected with your friends, friend circle, clubs, networking, all that is going to be there. But at the same time, you should be more inclined towards humanitarian causes as well. Just pay attention how you can invest your time in the right direction. Jupiter is also in the 12th house, and you might be having some isolating energies. You will be solitude, or maybe some kind of spiritual path. You might be feeling quite spiritually charged up, or maybe you'll be visiting a temple, or you will be visiting a hospital. Maybe somebody is in the hospital and you're going to be paying a visit. So that is also quite likely. Student natives might be traveling overseas. There is a chance that your mother is unwell this week, and you have to go and look her up. You have to take her to the doctor. Quite possible. Avoid strangers. Don't just share everything. Don't open your mouth and blabber everything or blurt out everything in front of others. They might just take advantage out of you. You have to be careful. See, 7th house is a lot of energy in your chart, because 7th house means the relationship with people. So when you are trying, the more you try, the worse it gets. So the best is to get detached and don't put extra effort in your relationship right now. It's the time to maintain a low-key profile or low-key affairs instead of putting in or investing your energies towards those areas. The best thing is to pursue some meditation or spiritual path, or any kind of activity where you need to vent out your emotions towards the inner realms rather than being connected to the outer world. Okay, this is the time to introspect also. Work hard, complete your tasks, any kind of litigation if you have to, then this is going to be a big time issue. You will not get that result. There is a complication which is evident, not to be going in for that litigation or court cases right now. All right. And health definitely is, you are having some kind of health issues. Thankfully, Mars has gotten retrograde, so it is moving backwards. Things are getting better, because if Mars is direct and looking at the 6th house, it means there will be complications to the health, as well as there can be that you are having some problems in your litigation or some court cases. Mars is also looking at your 10th house here. So a lot of activity and a lot of energy here. So finish your tasks and don't have any kind of argument at the workplace also, because Mars is looking here as well. All right. So you should be doing Hanuman Chalisa. Actually, everybody should be doing Hanuman Chalisa. Recite Hanuman Chalisa. It's a good remedy. And also donate red lentils, red colored clothes. It will be good for you. Okay. Coming to Taurus sign. Moon will be transiting through your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. So any kind of travel plans, if you have to make any kind of arrangements which is going to be giving you some connection with people, so this is the time. Deciding about anything new, something which is going to be leading to some new arrangements, some new businesses, some new tasks that you are assigned, you're going to be completing that as well. Also, this is the time to enhance your skills. This is a very positive time for meeting somebody who can guide you through, somebody who is at that level, who is going to be coming to rescue. Also, good time to focus on your health. In case you're having any kind of treatment, which is a conventional treatment, so you should actually be going in for some Ayurveda or anything herbal. You can take potions, Bach flower remedies, all those will work better. Your dental issues that you're having, you will be getting into some meeting somebody during this week and coming out of that zone also where you were having that pain and all. But at the same time, you are feeling quite charged up at the workplace, and you are going to be gaining that kind of momentum because of Saturn's getting direct also. There can be that your family, your loved ones, they're going to be showing some care, love, affection towards you, and your office colleagues also are going to be very understanding. Career wise, it is a good period. And in case you're thinking of any kind of litigation, you can file that litigation also. Sports activities should be enhanced. That is one of the remedies. And in case you are in a romantic affair or any kind of romance that you have to initiate, so this would be this can cause, especially on the second, third, or fourth, this is not the time to propose that person. Overall, it is not a bad week. I would suggest you should involve yourself in the activities which are taking you to another realm. Some spiritual practices, humanitarian causes, social service. You should be opting for all those as well. Your Lagna is in Papa Karkari, Mars and Rahu. As you can see, let me show you. Mars on one side and Rahu on the other. So this is the time when you should be avoiding to, focus on the financials, because, this will give you some setbacks, because Jupiter is also retrograde. So, and Mars is in the sign of Mercury, and Mercury is combust. So this will give you some setbacks in investments, not a good idea. Any kind of business trade, because from the 7th house also, it is the 8th house where Mars is. So this is going to be giving you some troubles in your relationships as well. Somebody from the past might reappear and would cause some troubles to you. Your karma involves some activities related to humanitarian orphanage. You can go to an orphanage and donate something in wives or something to do with some clothes, which will help others. All right. This is what you should be planning to do. I don't know what is happening here. 1 second. Gemini. For you, things are not that easy. I know you have a lot of complications with your children, or maybe with your partner, in your love relationship, a lot of energy in your 5th house. As it is the planet of love, luxury, romance, 5th lord is getting compassed and very close to Ketu. So you have to be taking care of your, first of all, relationship with your children and your romance also. Jupiter is in your 10th house. So this is also going to be giving you some kind of energies at the place of work. People are going to be understanding. You can have some mental imbalance to start with in making decisions. So I think you should just take it easy, give it some time. Don't get carried away. You should stay calm, and you are going to be you can, with all the planets, to start with 31st to 2nd is not a good time to make any decisions. You might just make wrong choices. So the best day would be to do it on the 3rd to the 6th. I have already mentioned about the nakshatras also. So when is the fixed nakshatra? Please go back and hear the nakshatra transits. Whichever day you have a fixed nakshatra, you should pick and choose your tasks accordingly. Fixed means laying a foundation, building a house, selecting your subjects. Also, if you are thinking of joining a job, so you should pick and choose the fixed nakshatras. And also, fifth and sixth is very, very conducive for starting anything new. That is a good date. All right. Somebody asked, so I'm answering. Also, there are planets which are getting combust. Venus and Mercury, they are combust. Also, to top it all, in Rahu Ketu axis. So any kind of communication, education, this might just be a little tough time for you people. For student natives, this is going to be a little problematic phase in case you are thinking of moving ahead with your. So you should actually chant Om Ganganapataye Namo Namaha Om for 108 times daily, so that you get that clarity. Because children, what happens, they don't have that clarity, especially when Mercury and Ketu are together in the close vicinity. Ketu is headless. Ketu is a detachment. Ketu is suddenness. You are doing something, you will suddenly change path. So this is the week when you have to be extra cautious about what you want to do. Then only you will be getting that clarity. Travel plans, any kind of starting of new job, you can be doing it after the 2nd of November. That will be a good time. New romance, it will be a little tough, but you will definitely be doing it after the 3rd or 2nd of November. That will be better. All right. For Cancer natives, this week you will be very emotionally involved with your partner. You're pretty much serious about your relationship. You're contemplating how you can maneuver yourself or amend yourself towards better. At the place of work, people are also understanding you. Gradually, things are falling in place. Any kind of foreign connections this week, 3rd and 4th, you should avoid initiating any kind of, writing of MOUs or anything, partnership, deed. If you have to write or sign, avoid 3rd and 4th. Rest of the days are conducive to take that kind of decision. Starting a new education, skills enhancement, you should be doing that. Litigation, you can be doing that as well. This is the time when you will have the focus on the areas where you want to acquire more knowledge, acquire more comforts of your life. So you will be enhancing all those activities as well. Financial growth is also on cards. People coming into your life might be coming to help you out in case you feel that people are very ungrateful or very unfaithful. So those people only will come back to you. There are certain arrangements which you have to make, or maybe you're home confined and you're just making changes in your house. That is why I said to study more. If you will teach or study more, acquire more knowledge, things are going to be getting better with the gradual process. Avoid 3rd, 4th for your making any kind of changes in your any kind of move, travels, or anything to do with your joining of a job. Avoid 3rd, 4th. Any kind of education also. Student natives are going to be doing some certain remedies and will be feeling better. Recite Hanuman Chalisa. That is the best remedy for the students, especially. Do it every day, and especially on the Tuesdays and Saturdays. If you can do it 2 times or 3 times, it'll be good for you. Okay. Rest of the week is pretty good. See the nakshatras that I have mentioned initially, what tasks you want to do during this week. You can be referring to that as well. All right. For Leo natives, this week is going to be, your focus is going to be your health, how you can be more organized, you might be a little lazy though, but you have to be, don't procrastinate things. You have to be very, very much on track. Health-wise also, you're not looking after yourself and you're feeling quite low on energies as well. So it might not be laziness or lethargy, but it could be that you are not feeling too well. So organize everything, take care of your health, work out, go for a fitness regime, follow that fitness regime, continue it, don't stop. And some connection with the office people or the colleagues might be causing some kind of troubles to you. Venus, being your 10th lord, is going to be in Rahu Ketu axis, completely, combust, and also very close to Ketu. So when 10th lord is with Ketu, you have to be careful at the place of work. You have to form a good relationship and rapport with your office workers and colleagues. And also, don't make decisions on the 5th and the 6th. There can be that you make decisions which might just backfire. Also, on the 3rd and the 4th is a good time to sign some documents or papers. Things are going to be falling in place gradually, but avoid 5th and 6th. It might just not work your way. And any kind of journeys, travels, all that you can, short journeys especially, you can be taking up during this whole week. But take care of your health, as I said. All right. And for student natives also, they are going to be gaining that momentum gradually. After the eclipses, again, things are going to be falling in place. You will be able to decide about your, about your subjects and where you want to go further on, in case you are thinking of joining some university. All right. Coming to the next one. So for Virgo natives, this week is going to be, very good for romance, for seeking your purpose. You will get that purpose that you're looking forward to. Now is the time that you should be actually enhancing yourself and understanding yourself better. Spend more time with your family, connect with your family values, your childhood days, how your mother or your grandmother, your grandfather used to impart those family values to you. So that will actually improvise things a lot in your case. Also, Mars is going to be turning retrograde, and Mercury is going to be very close to Ketu. So you will have to be extra cautious when you're writing something, shooting an email, or addressing a lecture, or maybe presenting a presentation. So for that, you have to be extra careful. Starting a new education, maybe some subjects you have to start. So be a little extra cautious about all those activities. Authorities might be giving you some issues, some foreign clients or some foreign authorities. So during the 6th, 5th and the 6th, or towards the end of the week, you might have that complication with people. But at the same time, the authorities will ultimately understand you, and you will start getting into that chemistry and bonding again. But to start with, you have to be a little extra careful that don't push things a lot. Also, Mars being in retrogression actually depletes the energies. You're not feeling up to doing things. You feel quite lazy at work, or maybe, there's a lot of work. So what happens? It doesn't interest you. So that might just, happen, but it is just a temporary phase. Again, you will feel better the next week. So just lie low, I would suggest. Next week, we are heading to lunar eclipse also. So the best thing that you have to do is to take care of your health at that time. Your mental health as well as your physical health might suffer. They are both connected. So if you are having some complications, so to start with, I want to just forewarn you, though we are not heading to that lunar eclipse this week, but we should be mentally prepared for the upcoming week also. So complete the job, whatever job is in hand this week. Try to complete all the jobs during this week, rather than pushing it to the next one, because next week we are heading to a lunar eclipse. So the best remedy that you should be doing is organize yourself. Get into the details of everything, but don't be self-critical, because what happens, you have a tendency to be more critical about your work, your own self, which actually gives you, makes you some, lose the best of the things. All right. So the best is to accept whatever you are, howsoever you are. Okay. Accept. You have to donate, you have to do charities also, anything. Whatever you wish for, you should be doing that. And have a good connection with the authorities. Have a good relation with the authorities. That is also one of the remedies. All right. For Libra, this week you might be confined to your home. You don't feel like traveling out, or you don't feel like, or maybe you're not feeling too well, so you're at home. So you have to take care of your health, your mother's health also. It can also be, that you're doing something, but the luck is not favoring you. You feel that you're trying to complete everything, you're putting the best of your effort, but you have to come back to the same place, back to the square one, as we say. So don't give up. Don't feel that nothing is working your way, or nothing is happening your way, because you have to be emotionally and mentally very, very strong this week. Next week, we are heading to a lunar eclipse also. Don't forget that. So I'm not scaring you, but I'm just trying to help you that these phases come and go, they shall also pass. So if at all you're feeling that people are not understanding you, you're doing something not working your way, things are not moving in the direction you want to, and the way they should be moving. So it is just a passing phase. Things are going to become very much settling, and you will feel suddenly, there is a ray of hope which you can see. Always there is a light towards the end of the tunnel. So you will feel that difference yourself, after the next week gets over. Especially this and the next week is very, very crucial for you. So the best remedy is to pray Goddess Lakshmi, to pray Goddess Saraswati. You should actually be doing Shri Suktam part. You should be chanting or reciting that. If at all you don't know how to do it, see how you can, just learn it from the internet. Everything is at our disposal in today's world, right? So just do either Shri Suktam or Gayatri chants, or you can do Shri Goddess Lakshmi. Shri Suktam is the best. So do anything to do with Shri Suktam, Lakshmi. Shri is Lakshmi. Either Lakshmi's chant, or you can do Saraswati chants also. They will help you for sure. Don't worry. Okay. And you should be giving away, you should be feeding the cats, you should be feeding the dogs more. Okay, that is also a very good remedy for you, because Ketu is in your first house. Okay, so this week, in the middle of the week, on the 3rd and the 4th, is a good time to get connected with your partner. Maybe some ex-partner comes back to your life. Also, it's a good time for starting a new workout. If you're looking for hitting the gym or getting into the regime, so you should be doing it on the 5th or the 6th. 5th or the 6th, is especially 5th, because 5th is a fixed nakshatra day also. So that is the time when you should be actually going in for the jobs that you want to continue doing. All right, so that will be good for you. I would suggest that you should be doing that. Okay. Scorpio natives, this week, you might be taking a short journey, a road trip, or meeting your friends or your co-workers. They might just come into your house, or you're treating them. Something like that is coming your way. Also, this is the time for your mental exploration. Mental exploration means that you are going to be studying your own self. What is the latent energy that you have? Which is your strongest point? What is your karma? You will get that clarity, especially during this week, because we are heading to a lunar eclipse also, and that's in your 6th house. So when you're having a Ketu in your 12th house, this is also the self-confinement time. You will be focusing on contemplating and introspecting things which actually give you satisfaction. This is a very good time if you want to get connected with your own hidden resources, actually. Any kind of hidden problems or hidden, secrets, they might just give you some revelations now. They will be self-unfolding, or this will be self-unfolding time, transcendental time, very crucial time for you. This is also going to restrict you, or maybe you are confined. It could be because of your health, or somebody is in the hospital, you're confined. It doesn't only mean that, but it also means that you're confined. Maybe you're working, you're overworked. So you're spending a lot of time, lone time. You're not mixing with people. Though being a Libra sign, you have that tendency to mix with people, from the overseas. But right now, things are not the way they should be. So the best is to lie low. This is also the week to get connected with your mother, your motherland. Maybe you're traveling overseas and now you may be coming back to your motherland. Also, you will be meeting your partner. You'll be connecting with your creativities, your creative self. This is the time to understand the realms that are untouched. You don't know what exactly is happening around you. Now is the time to actually, see what is your karmic relationship with others and yourself. Get that clarity. If at all you're a student native, you might be just traveling overseas, joining some university. Also, there is a complication in your relationship that you have to solve. So this is like, separation or staying together is actually you're in between this. So you will be getting that clarity also. Okay. So decide about it after the lunar eclipse is over. Give it some time. Not just immediately the event will take place, but yeah, give it some time. Things are going to unfold gradually. In case you are having any kind of litigation, anything to do with your health, you should be extra careful about those. Don't take the advice blindly. Use your mental intellect also. Be more conscious and aware of whatever is happening around you. Don't be impulsive and just jump into the conclusion. Don't do that. All right. This is also going to give you some clarity about your relationship, about your chemistry and bonding with people. This is a very important week. If you want to do certain jobs, I have given you the nakshatras in the beginning part, what kind of jobs you can do, what are the auspicious tasks that you can do. So please refer to that as well. All right. And the best remedy for you is recite Hanuman Chalisa. You have a Mars in retrograding in your 8th house, which is again a better time for you rather than the direct Mars. So this will give you some relief in your pains, body pains, and your health also. You will get maybe some other line of treatment you'll be opting for. All right. So it is good for you. For Sagittarius natives, this week is going to be quite understanding about your resources. It's going to be quite a charged up week, I would say. You're going to be traveling, you're going to be deciding about your work, how you can utilize your basic foundation, you're born with, how you can utilize your family values. Be careful about your speech. Don't eat anything cold. Warm it up well and otherwise you can have digestive issues. So all that you have to take care of. See, Jupiter is in your Kendra, which is a big time saving grace. So you should actually be focused more on your homeland. You can get some last minute help from the resources or the people around you. Maybe, you're least expecting some help from the person that you were expecting, you were not expecting. So you will get that help or will be extending some kind of financial help to you. So you have to be keeping your eyes and ears open. Okay. When you think that this person is not, that person will only help you. And when you're thinking that this person will help me for sure, it will be not extended from that side. That might be a big time, heartbreaking event in your life. So you have to, that means be prepared for this. The friends that you're thinking are your friends are not your friends. Okay. And also this is going to be a good time for getting connected with your mother. Mother's health is going to get better gradually after, especially the next week. This week and the next week might be a little problematic for your mom, but otherwise things are getting better for sure. fitness regime. You should be actually going in for that fitness and be opting for some diet plan. That's why I'm saying don't have cold foods. Cold foods are not good for you. Okay. And this week is a good time for writing a book, initiation of any kind of, maybe job. If you want to join a job, you can do it, especially on the 5th. It's a good time for doing so. All right. And this is a good week for the love relationships also. In case you're proposing somebody, you can go ahead with it. But make sure that you go back and hear the summary part where I've mentioned about the Nakshatra transit of Moon. That is like, the auspicious timings. So if it is going to be a proposal to somebody, some business proposal also, so you should be doing it in the fixed nakshatra. And we have, I think, 2 fixed nakshatras this week. So you should be going in for that. All right. Rahu's there in the 5th house. So it's better not to go in for the ex romance and don't fall prey to the ex partner. Maybe, might be using some kind of goody stuff, and then, it might just fall apart. All right. Rahu is there. Coming to next one. And the remedy that I can prescribe for the Sagittarius natives is to do Om Grini Suryaya Namaha Om chants. That is the sun chants. They are very, very important to do. Aditya Hriday Stotram you can chant, or you can donate something in the wheat grains or something in yellow. That will be also helpful. Okay. So for Capricorn, this is the week when you will be focused on yourself a lot. Now, how you can be more matured and sensible when you're talking. Maybe you're looking younger than your age and you want to look matured. Okay, that is also because, people are not taking you seriously, maybe. So you want to just, work on your looks during this week. And you're getting that in that zone where you're very serious and mature as well. You're working meticulously, you're planning everything well, you have a lot of work to finish as well. But at the same time, people are going to be cooperative. You're not getting that kind of interest in working also, which gradually you will be gaining back that momentum. You'll be gaining back that momentum. Short journeys on cards. If you're planning anything about your financial investment planning is to be done. So you will be doing that also during this week, especially on the 3rd and the 4th. And the fixed nakshatra transit days are very good for investments also. You can go back and hear the summary part where I've mentioned about the nakshatras also. Very important. See, your 10th house has a lot of configuration of planets, a lot of energy is there in the 10th house. So to vent out that energy, you should have good connection with the authorities, because the authorities generally, I've seen this suffer. Okay, when Sun and Ketu are together. So or they make wrong decisions. So you should be a support to your authorities that don't make this decision right now. Postpone it, especially after the lunar eclipse is over on the 8th. So do it on the 10th or the 12th, So that will be better for you. Joining a new job, new assignment, that might not be a very favorable move for you. You might just change the job. You might just join the job. It might just not give you that satisfaction. But surely this is going to be the time for getting a new assignment. Some new assignment because you have completed the old ones. And also take care of your health, litigation. Do not fall prey to the external forces or advice of others. Somebody is telling you something, okay, I'll take this as well. Okay, that person is telling me to do this, I'll take that as well. So you are in that zone where you are not able to make right kind of decisions and choices. So seek the experts and use your wisdom as well. All right. Things are going to be getting better. In your love relationship, you might just have to make some major decisions, okay? Some important decisions. For Aquarius natives, this is the week when you will be having a lot of energy towards overseas travels. You're not having any sort of support from your own people. Maybe your own people are becoming your, not enemies, but they are not understanding you. So you're feeling quite jittery about it, or you're feeling quite low about it. You don't get carried away, that no, I don't want to talk to people. I want to be in my own zone. That's solitude. So don't fall prey to those emotions. You have to be very much pally with people. You have to come out of that zone, that secret zone of yours. You're in that in that zone where you're not interacting with people. You're in that zone this week. Come out of it. So by the middle of the week, like 3rd, 4th, you will be gearing up. Gradually, you'll be gearing up and you'll be all charged up to do things now. You're in that emotion, in that energies that you are going to be starting something new. Also deciding about your financials, financial gains also on cards. Follow the advice of your family members. Somebody old in your family will help you out. In case you're not able to make decisions, you should seek help and advice from your own people. This will give you some kind of energies also, some kind of positive energies also. See, when you seek help and advice of the elders, definitely they boost the energies because they take the negative energies from you. It's a fact. So you should always take the help and the advice of the people who are the genuine people, around you, your guru, your friends, anybody, your parent friends. They can also be a guiding tool and guiding force in your life. Any kind of romance, if you are thinking of starting or you're already in, you might be having some argument this week. So just lie low. I think this is not the week when you should be going in for some new relationship or having that kind of chemistry and bonding, because there can be some misunderstanding. So be careful about that. Also, the luck is not supporting you right now, but it will. It is not that it won't, but give it some time, because Venus, your luck lord, is combust. So what is happening? You're trying to do certain things which you think are going to be, falling in place, but last minute there's an energy shift. So the best remedy for you is start something, stop, and then restart. When you're going out of the house, go and then come back home and then start your journey again. So that is something you have to repeat, especially till the time Ketu is in your 9th house. This works wonders. Keep your right foot first out and then the left one. Start your day like that, and things will start falling in place. Your wish fulfillment, your desire fulfillment will happen. All right. Any kind of investment planning that you're doing already, seek the help of the experts and then do. All right. Short journeys on cards, but be careful about it. You're heading to a lunar eclipse. Okay. So that's what you should be actually doing after the eclipses are over. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. To start with, you're going to be very, very emotionally involved and working very hard for your firm or for your own work or for your company you're working for. Some new projects coming your way, and you have to put a lot of hard work and a lot of effort. So your working hours are going to extend a lot, and they're going to be exceeding the working times and working hours also. The timings are going to be very, very long. So you have to be prepared for a lot of work coming in, your way. But at the same time, people are going to be supportive of you. There can be that somebody from your office or your co-workers or one of your colleagues that's going to be really very, very helpful, who's going to be by your side. So you should take that help, and you should actually extend help to others also. Be a team leader if you are a leader. So what a team leader has to do, has to actually uplift the team also. Okay, so that is something which you're going to be heading to as well. Also, there is a possibility that you're going to be meeting your friends, you're going to be socializing as well by the middle of the week, 3rd, 4th especially. And you can be very creative also. People might not, sorry, this is the Pisces. No, this is not Pisces. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll be doing the Pisces reading again. So I was doing for Aries. All right. So for Pisces, you will be connecting with your friends. So how the reading was correct. So this week you will be moving into that zone where you will be doing things for others also, humanitarian causes. You'll be involved in that zone where, you're going to be doing for others, charitable, or maybe, you're meeting somebody at your place, or, where people are in the hospital or something, somebody from your own family is in the hospital. So that is also quite likely. Also, this can lead to some isolation energy as well this week. After being with the people, so you might just be in isolation during the middle of the week, on the 3rd and the 4th, especially. So if you are meeting people, you should seek help and advice from them. There can be that you're doing some jobs and they're getting completed and you're getting new assignments and you're getting connected with the overseas people also. Travel planning is being taken into account this week, and you're going to be meticulously designing everything very, very carefully. Some presentation on cards or something to do with your starting of some new projects. So for that, you need some isolation or some solitude. You want to focus on the work more. So that is also quite likely. Also, you have to be taking care of how you make money, because, you'll be getting those chances a lot where you will have, to make, you get unfair, money from the unfair means. So don't fall prey to that. Don't lose your righteousness, that path of righteousness. Also, there is an eclipse happening in your 2nd house. So this can lead to some kind of complications with your dental problem, or, eating habits, or, you can be cooking some stories also to others because you don't want to, as a lame excuse. So don't do that. In fact, avoid. Also, this is not a good period for your mother's health as well. Take care of your mom's health, especially on the 31st to the 2nd. This might lead to some health issues. But there is a Jupiter waiting there in the 1st house, which is a big time saving grace. So it said that, thousands of the problems get eradicated when Jupiter is in the 1st house, be it retrograde, irrespective of its direct or retrograde motion. So this is a good time for you to start anything which is going to give you, take you to another plane, something which is like changing you, transformational phase for you. So this is good if you pay attention to your job very seriously, your karma. In fact, I would say you should be focused on that. All right. And you will get lot of affection and love from your loved ones as well, and their support. So just accept everything, whatever is coming your way. Things are going to definitely move in the direction soon. For you, the best remedy is recite Hanuman Chalisa. That is a very, very good remedy, and you should be more on the charitable side. Be more on the understanding side. Don't be just on the superficial plane, just giving others, oh, I will get the benefit out of it. No, not that. You should actually be doing things where you can get connected with your own self well. All right. Don't just do it for the sake of the remedy. All right. So yeah, this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. So Pisces natives, I apologize every time this happens. Not every time, but most of the times it has happened that, it is having some goof up or the other. These are all live sessions and how it goes. So take care and have a great week ahead. And the next week, we are heading to a lunar eclipse on the 8th. So be prepared. This is a crucial week. It's said that no event takes place on the day of the transit. So be careful about it. So make the best use of the energies around you in a positive manner, not in a negative manner. So don't amplify the negative energies around you. So whatever you are in, the mental state you're in, just make that state a positive state and things will change, because lunar eclipse means that the mind has to be, the heart has to be changed. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.